Right now, a Madison man learns his punishment this afternoon after hitting and killing someone while driving drunk. Plus, rebels end a generation-long iron fist reign of the Assad family in Syria, while the U.S. is responding to the fall of a brutal dictatorship. This is News 3 Now at noon. Thanks for joining us today at noon. I'm Josh Breiter. Happening today, a man guilty of homicide in the deadly car crash will learn his fate in court. Alex Young pleaded guilty to homicide by intoxicated use of a vehicle. This is in connection to a crash in August of 2013. The crash killing an 83-year-old man. After Young pleaded guilty, the court dismissed 2 other homicide charges. The crash happened near the intersection of West Washington Avenue and South Park Street. The criminal complaint says Young was driving at 80 miles per hour before the crash. Officers found an empty bottle of wine on the floor in the car. Young denied drinking prior to the incident, but a sobriety test found his blood alcohol content to be at .146. Young's sentencing is scheduled for 1:30 this afternoon. Right now, the Madison Fire Department is reminding people to be careful with holiday decorations. This after a candle fire over the weekend. Firefighters were called to a home on Greyhawk Trail on Saturday after the homeowners discovered a fire had broke out while they were away. An investigation found a candle in the middle of the kitchen table had started a wreath and some paper on fire. That started the table on fire as well as a few floorboards. Firefighters confirmed the fire was out and ventilated the home. Nobody was injured. The 115th Fighter Wing of the Wisconsin Air National Guard will be conducting evening training flights today through Thursday. During this time, area residents may see or hear F-35 aircraft taking off or landing until around 9:15 in the evening. Training flights normally take place during daylight hours, but pilots and maintenance personnel are required to conduct nighttime operations as part of their overall readiness. Pilots will continue to follow flight paths designed to minimize noise to area residents. Well, a mild start to the work week, but that will soon change. First Warn meteorologist Kelly Slifka has a look at your certified most accurate forecast. And Kelly, no jacket today. Yeah, don't really need one. You know, it's temperatures approaching 50, kind of like what we had this weekend. We still have a bit of a breeze that's coming in out of the southwest, and just a few high, thin cirrus clouds may filter out the sun a little bit. But all in all, it should be a pretty nice Monday. But enjoy it because things are going to be changing. We're up to 48 right now. It says calm winds, but trust me, we got a little bit of a southwest wind as we have a few high, thin clouds streaming on into the Madison area. Right now, we do have some southwest winds up there around 7-10 miles per hour, even as high as 17 miles per hour in Monroe. But it is out of the southwest, and that's what's bringing us some mild weather. We have had some high, thin cirrus clouds streaming in from the south and west. Now, the sun angle is very low, about as low as it gets on the horizon right now, and that's why it will block out some of that sun because of that low sun angle. But last warm day, enjoy it as temperatures approach 50. We're going to be cooling down tonight and tomorrow, but the coldest day will be coming in on Thursday. As we go to the weekend, we're going to see some warmer weather move in, but also a chance of a little bit of a rain and snow mixture. I think it'll eventually change over to mainly rain on Saturday. Already up to 50 in Middleton, also in Cross Plains, 48 in Madison, and 49 down to the south. So a mild afternoon with a partly sunny sky as temperatures approach 50 today in that west to southwest wind. We will talk about that cold, that Arctic air mass that's headed our way later this week coming up. All right, Kelly, thank you. President-elect Donald Trump is back in the U.S. after visiting France over the weekend. There he attended the reopening of the Notre Dame Cathedral. In his first post-election interview on NBC's Meet the Press, Trump says his massportation proposal could include families with mixed citizenship. But he's open to allowing dreamers, those who came to the U.S. as children, to stay. He also wants to end birthright citizenship through executive order.
Can you get around the 14th Amendment with an executive action?
We're going to have to get a change. We'll maybe have to go back to the people, but we have to end it.
Meanwhile, Trump says he'd pardon those who attacked the Capitol on January 6th and believes lawmakers who investigated it should be behind bars instead. Former Congresswoman Liz Cheney slammed Trump's idea as a continuation of his assault on the rule of law. To Syria now, where the U.S. is closely monitoring the country after the fall of the Assad dictatorship. This after he fled to Russia with his family. U.S. national security personnel say that right now it's an open question as to who is running Syria. It's a question the U.S. is working hard to figure out. The Islamist fighters who brought about the downfall of the government have been deemed a terrorist group for their ties to al-Qaeda. But the leader of the group has denounced al-Qaeda.
We're going to work with all the groups in Syria. And as President Biden said yesterday, the rebel groups, including the ones that have been designated as terrorist groups, have actually said all the right things. Now the question is, what will they do to try to bring about a better Syria?
With the dictatorship gone, Syrians are shifting their focus to essentials and joining long lines for bread and gas. Well, still ahead for us on this Monday afternoon. If you have a question or concern about your plants or garden, now is the time to send us your questions via email to tips@channel3000.com. Lisa Briggs from the Bruce Company will join us later in the broadcast with the answers. Again, that is tips@channel3000.com. But first, why American Airlines says it is suspending flights to Haiti indefinitely. Plus, a pair of ruby slippers finds a new place to call home. How much the iconic shoes went for at auction.
You're watching News 3 Now at noon.
Save big at Wanakee Furniture ETC. Choose an Amish handcrafted sofa from our showroom or let our design experts customize a look for you during the Smith Brothers factory authorized sale.
Save big on quality Smith Brothers furniture
at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
The holidays come but once a year, and Masterforce is here to spread some cheer. With drivers and drills and blades and bits, from sanders and saws to power tool kits. Menards has the value in savings, of course. Shop tools and accessories from Masterforce. Find great stocking stuffers and gifts at Menards. Plus, don't forget about gift cards. Hurry now for deals on Masterforce. Available at Menards, the best tool source.
Hey, sis. Guess who's home? Oh, you made it. Smile, everyone. Measure your life in
Wisconsin's largest and most spectacular Christmas show, Christmas in the Dells Dinner Show, is now open. It all starts with a 4-course Christmas feast, complete with ham, turkey, and all the fixins. And with new songs, cast and costumes, plus an appearance by Santa. This truly will be a magical holiday season. Enjoy the largest nativity in the state, complete with flying angels and live animals. Get your tickets today at ChristmasInTheDells.com. That's ChristmasInTheDells.com.
Maddie has heart failure, and it can't be cured. Our neighbor is using a Grace, so I asked Maddie's doctor about them. Turns out, they can help us. They're already managing Maddie's breathing trouble better. A Grace, authentic care and connection. Visit agrace.org to learn more.
Save big at Wanakee Furniture ETC. Choose an Amish handcrafted sofa from our showroom or let our design experts customize a look for you during the Smith Brothers factory authorized sale.
Save big on quality Smith Brothers furniture
at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
American Airlines says it's suspending flights to Haiti indefinitely after initially banning them through mid-February. American, Spirit, and JetBlue had halted flights last month after confirming their planes were hit by gunfire while traveling in Haiti's airspace. No passengers were injured. American says it will reevaluate its decision later next year. Moana 2 continued its record-breaking run over the weekend, topping the domestic box office with an estimated $52 million. Moviegoers also returned to Oz. Wicked swept in close to $35 million for the second spot, and Gladiator 2 eased its way to the top 3, earning more than $12 million domestically. And speaking of Oz, it did not take 3 clicks for a pair of ruby slippers from the beloved 1939 classic The Wizard of Oz to find a new home. The pair, worn by actor Judy Garland, sold for a whopping $28 million at a Dallas auction over the weekend. The slippers had previously gone missing for 13 years after a career criminal stole them from a museum in Garland's hometown of Grand Rapids, Minnesota in 2005, attempting one last score. The FBI recovered the shoes in 2018. The thief later pleaded guilty and was sentenced to time served due to poor health. That's your CBS News Money Watch report. For more, log on to CBSMoneyWatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Matt Piper.
And here at the noon hour, here's your stock report. The Dow is down 120 points. NASDAQ also down 100, and the S&P 500 down today 24. Pam is watching today's egg prices straight ahead, and Kelly is tracking the first warn forecast. And later on Live at 4, Will Loper takes a look at a Y2K, a new comedy focusing on fears of the turn-of-the-century computer issues.
People who are at their best get their beauty rest. Steinhafels has the new Beauty Rest Black Hybrid Mattress, starting at just $52 per month when you use Steinhafels 60-month financing. Plus, get up to $300 in Steinhafels cash. The Beauty Rest Black Hybrid combines the latest cooling and support technology, giving you the best night's sleep possible. Don't overpay for a good night's sleep. Shop in-store or online at steinhafels.com. Relax, it's Steinhafels.
Are you struggling with back or neck pain due to herniated or bulging discs? Midwest Spine and Nerve Center may be able to help you get back to your active lifestyle with our non-invasive, drug-free treatment methods, including non-surgical spinal decompression, Class 4 laser, and more. Serving Madison for over 15 years, we've helped hundreds of patients alleviate their back or neck pain. If you're looking for an alternative back or neck pain relieving therapy, call us to schedule a complimentary, no-obligation consultation today to see if we can help you get out of pain.
I've been a motorcyclist for a little over 20 years now. I always wanted to have a motorcycle my whole life, and dashing helps me support that hobby. I love the flexibility of dashing. I love the connections I make. Dashing lets me do what I want, when I want. I'm my own boss now. If dashers can maintain their freedom, flexibility, and independence, and have access to benefits, that would really be the best of both worlds. Portable benefits would help me cover medical costs, dental, vision. That would be fantastic.
Every spring, the love of my life came here to paint. Cress helped us make sure she's never forgotten.
We are Cress. We truly believe your memories matter.
Start your new day with the News 3 Now This Morning team, bringing you local breaking news, exploring all that makes our area special, and letting you know what to expect when you head out the door. The Emmy Award-winning News 3 Now This Morning, weekdays.
A new era begins.
And I'm just getting started.
Bigger cases.
She was lured to your apartment.
Higher stakes. Never seen before in daytime.
In front of millions of people.
Judy Justice.
Weekdays at 3. The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Welcome back. Let's check in now. Pam Bianchi from the Midwest Farm Report. Pam, it's been a minute. I missed you.
Joshy, where were you? Were you someplace warm?
I was in Florida, so I'm taking credit of this heat wave you can call the last couple of days. I'm telling Kelly it's because of me, but the cold this week, that's not my problem.
Yeah, really, that's all right. Take credit while you can, sweetie. That's good to have you back, though, and thanks for bringing it. If you had any power at all, I enjoyed it.
I try.
All right. So part of the reason why we enjoyed it is a lot of folks from across the state of Wisconsin gathered together and are still up in Wisconsin Dells wrapping up the 105th annual meeting of the Wisconsin Farm Bureau Federation, their Young Farmers and Agriculturalists Conference. My whole team was up there all weekend. If you followed us on social media, you probably saw some of the pics. Here's a couple more pics that maybe you haven't gotten a chance to see. Last night they recognized some of the leaders within the Farm Bureau organization and those that have helped us in Wisconsin agriculture. That good-looking guy with the boutonniere, that's Dr. Mark Stevenson, recently retired from the UW-Madison, where he had served as the Director of Dairy Policy Analysis for the Center for Dairy Profitability. That man has done so much for dairying in Wisconsin and abroad. He's worked on federal milk marketing orders, farm bills in the past, also worked a lot here in Wisconsin on how to give us an advantage when it comes to our products and moving ahead. So he was presented the Distinguished Service to Wisconsin Agriculture Award. That's the highest award that Farm Bureau gives to someone contributing in our state. Congratulations, Mark. He was on stage with his wife, and good to see him from where he retired, the UP. And then the other honoree, that was Mike Strupp, hailing from Washington County. Mike's been involved with the Washington County Farm Bureau since 1994. Apparently, he's quite the salesman. He has done exceptionally well recruiting new members to Farm Bureau, signed up 199 new members, and earned recognition as a top 10 membership worker at the state level for a lot of years. Mike Strupp from Washington County picked up that Distinguished Service to Farm Bureau award. Congratulations. All right, now to the numbers. Not a lot necessarily going on. I do want to remind people that tomorrow we get our World Ag Supply Demand Report. This is going to be the final kind of, ribbon on the package, so to speak, for 2024 production. We're waiting to see if they're going to make any adjustments as far as export potential in 2025. So kind of be ready for that. And farmers, if you have not yet sold grain that you are storing, might want to take a look. If you're thinking about 2025, might want to think about putting a floor in, because none of us know what's going to happen when we turn that calendar page into 2025. Dairy markets today in Chicago, a little bit mixed. It's kind of interesting. Barrel cheese stands unchanged, $1.69. 40-pound block cheese, though, up 3 at $1.73, while the AA butter drops a penny and a half at $2.53 a pound. Can't decide what direction to go. But speaking of dairy, Joshy, I'm going to come over there and sneak up on you probably about 4:30. I'm going to join some of the Live at 4 crew, and we're going to talk a little bit, among many things, on the new national testing of milk that USDA started in 6 different states, all to try to learn a little bit more about H5N1. So watch out for a loud person with a hug ready for you later this afternoon.
Yeah, you can't sneak up on anybody in these parts, man.
I cannot.
We'll look forward to that. Boy, you're putting in some OT on a Monday.
That's all right. It's so long as it's Monday and not Friday.
There you go. Well, we love when you're on our station always. So you have a good afternoon.
Right.
We'll see you later.
See you later, sweetie.
Well, let's get a look at your first warn forecast, because we got a big temperature swing to talk about. Meteorologist Kelly Slifka is out on the weather patio. Right now, we're just going to take in this heat. Can you call it out there, Kelly?
Yeah, just about. You know, this weekend, temperatures in the low 50s. I think today we'll squeeze out one last day up close to 50, but after that, we're going to be about 20 degrees colder tomorrow, and then even colder as we go into Thursday. Thursday looks to be the coldest day, when temperatures struggle to get into the teens most of the day, and the northwest wind will make it feel colder. Do have a chance of some snow showers on Wednesday. And as we get in the weekend, this Arctic blast that's going to be headed our way this week is going to be short-lived. So eventually, we've got a system coming in from the south. May start out as a little bit of snow, but probably changing over to mainly rain. That'll be coming in going into the upcoming weekend. Right now, we do have that cold front right now marching through Minnesota. This is a clipper system that's going to stay to our north. So we're not really expecting any snow from it, but we are expecting that cold air to wrap in on the backside of it, and there's a lot of cloud cover up there as well. So once those clouds move in by tonight, we will see those temperatures really fall off. By tomorrow, we're going to struggle to get up to 30, then only in the low 20s, and that's in the morning Wednesday. I think those temperatures will fall through the teens, and the northwest wind will put those wind chill values below 0 later in the day on Wednesday, and then only getting up to 11 on Thursday. So we're really bottoming out. But thankfully, it's not going to last real long. We rebound on Friday. Then we're in the 30s and even into close to 40, it looks like, going into the weekend. Along with that, a chance of some rain. All right, today expecting highs near 50, way above our average, which now is down to 34. You notice that sunset at 4:22. This is the earliest sunset of the entire year here in Madison. We'll stick with a 4:22 for that sunset for another week or so before we actually start to add a little bit later time in the evening. All right, temperatures today up close to 50. We will fall off through the 40s going through the evening hours. We will start to notice that northwest wind kick in after dark, so you'll probably want to bundle up as we fall through the 30s. So we're looking at partly sunny skies today with temperatures near 50 this afternoon. We'll back off through the 30s this evening. If you are headed out, it will be rather chilly, especially with that northwest wind. A lot more cloud cover rolling in tonight. Temperatures in the 20s, and we'll probably hover right around 30 tomorrow, even with a little bit of sunshine in the afternoon. Wind speeds, they're out of the southwest, up to around 10 miles per hour throughout the day. It should become fairly light tonight. Then they'll pick up again later tonight into tomorrow. We'll see some of these northwest winds really bring us some cooler temperatures. Then we got talking about Wednesday. A band of some snow showers rolling out through. Noticing temperatures temperatures will be in the 20s, but then as that surge of some cold air moves on through, some snow showers rolling on through during the late morning into the early afternoon hours, and then our temperatures will tumble behind that Arctic air mass, and that Arctic air mass is going to be with us for Wednesday and Thursday. Should start to retreat by Friday. Then we get into a milder weather pattern. But along with that, a system moving in may bring us a little bit of rain, maybe mixed with a little bit of snow. 52 right now in Janesville. It's 48 in Madison, 47 right now in Lone Rock and across Dane County. Some locations getting up close to 50. So one last really mild day before that temperature drops tomorrow. Highs up near 30, in the low 20s in the morning Wednesday, dropping with some snow showers Wednesday into the early afternoon. Only 11, even with some sunshine on Thursday, but transition to 20s on Friday. Then we're in the 30s to around 40 with a chance of some rain mainly, maybe mixed with a little bit of snow, especially early Saturday.
Oh, looking at some of those lows overnight, too. Yikes.
Yeah, thankfully, it's not really long in duration. It's only going to last a couple days.
All right, Kelly. Thank you. Well, today, Howard has a recipe that will brighten up your menu this season in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
We've been whipping up all sorts of recipes this month, so you'll have plenty of choices for holiday entertaining or for hosting those big dinner parties. And with all of that, we realized that we haven't shared with you any salads that are holiday special. That is, until now. We start off by washing a bag of mixed baby greens and spinning them dry. Even though they come pre-washed, I think that salad greens taste fresher if we rinse them first. It's like splashing water on your face when you wake up. Okay, to those, we toss in some dried cranberries and a handful of roasted pumpkin seeds. And you can find those in the market right next to the nuts. In goes some chopped red onion and a good amount of goat cheese that we've crumbled. And now for the part that makes this so incredible. We combine some raspberry preserves, balsamic vinegar, a good amount of Dijon mustard, and black pepper. Once that's mixed together, we whisk in some olive oil and a splash of water. Come dinner time, drizzle on the dressing and dig in. This is just as welcome as a side salad as it would be if we heartied it up with some shrimp or grilled chicken. I do hope you'll go online and get the recipe for what we call Reindeer Crunch Salad, along with a free Holiday Helpers Eat Cookbook, which is perfect for this time of year. I'm Howard with our little reindeer Kelly in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a lighter and brighter way for you to say, ooh, it's so good. How's that crunch, Rudolph?
Ahead at noon, Lisa Briggs from the Bruce Company is here answering your plant and gardening questions. You can email them to tips@channel3000.com, and we'll get the answers next.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Toyotathon is on. Now's the time to get an exciting new Toyota, like Camry.
Wait, what?
RAV4 Hybrid.
Cool.
Tundra, and more.
Whoa.
How'd you do that? Toyotathon magic.
Right now, lease a new 2024 Tacoma for $279 a month. Or get 1.99% APR for 72 months on a tough new Tundra.
'Tis the season for Toyotathon.
Toyota, let's go places.
Can your roof survive another winter? Winter winds can loosen and blow off shingles. Freezing rain can cause shingles to crack and leak. Protect your roof now with RoofMax. Because nobody wants to replace their roof, especially in the middle of winter. RoofMax can extend the life of your roof by 5 to 15 years, guaranteed, at a fraction of the cost of a new one. Call now and we'll give you a free evaluation of your roof.
At Spectrum, we believe every day unlocks unlimited possibilities to bring you closer to the people and places you love. Spectrum transforms your gaming experience into a galaxy of adventures. And with the fastest, most reliable internet, you're always front row to the entertainment you love, no matter where you are. Get Spectrum Internet Premier for $30 per month when bundled plus a 3-year price guarantee. Call 1-833-440-0029. Spectrum Internet puts streaming live TV, sports, and popular apps all at your fingertips.
Wisconsin's largest and most spectacular Christmas show, Christmas in the Dells Dinner Show, is now open. It all starts with a 4-course Christmas feast, complete with ham, turkey, and all the fixins. And with new songs, cast and costumes, plus an appearance by Santa. This truly will be a magical holiday season. Enjoy the largest nativity in the state, complete with flying angels and live animals. Get your tickets today at ChristmasInTheDells.com. That's ChristmasInTheDells.com.
Don't let an appliance breakdown break you down.
Count on Brothers Maine to rise to the occasion with support baked into every deal. Whether replacing or remodeling, we'll make sure your experience is a piece of cake. Brothers Maine, feel like family.
I have no idea what I'm doing. My dad has Parkinson's and we need more support. That's why I connected with a Grace. Now I have a partner to help me understand what to expect. Choose more support and less stress with a Grace. Authentic care and connection.
Welcome back at noon. Lisa Briggs from the Bruce Company is here answering your plant and garden questions. Remember, you can always email them to tips@channel3000.com so we can get her answers.
Yeah.
We love it.
I know. Sometimes I do it myself. I have to say, sometimes I route them to the plant test. Yes. Depends on the day.
Some questions are very, very unique. We'll say that.
That is true.
Also, we need to get your microphone on.
Oh my gosh. I'm sorry.
Look at that.
Okay,
it's
now
like
it's
we
on.
both come back from a trip and we don't know what we're doing all of a sudden.
I know. And I have to say, I had like 40 hours awake, so I've got more jet lag than you.
Oh, just a little bit, just a little bit. Yeah, you were overseas.
Yes.
All right, what do we got right here?
So this is a hellebore, or we call it a Christmas rose. They were blooming outside when I was in Germany in the garden. So it is an evergreen plant, and here we call them Lenten roses because they usually bloom early in the spring. This is actually a perennial if you planted it outside, and we sell tons of them in the spring. But if you buy them now, they're lovely at the Christmas. When the flowers are done, if you keep the foliage alive until spring, then you can plant it outside.
that's
and then
cool.
they come back every year.
Yeah, these look very Christmassy too.
Yeah, they like a really good drainage and a site that has shade in the afternoon, although they will bloom quite well with very little light.
I like how simple they are too.
Yes.
All right, let's get to the questions this afternoon. We're going to start off with Cindy. Cindy says she has a fig tree currently in a pot. All leaves have fallen off, but there seems to be buds on the tips. She did bring it into the garage for the winter. Can she repot it now, or should she wait? Or if you have any other suggestions?
She should definitely wait until spring. Now is not a good time to be repotting anything. The garage is a good place for it. I'd make sure it's on an inside corner though, so maybe next to the door from your garage to the house. And water it occasionally. This is one place where you would use ice cubes. I know Martha suggests them for orchids. That's not a good idea, but for plants that you're overwintering in your garage, that's really great because even though the soil gets cold, it doesn't water the water won't go all the way through and drain really well and then get your garage floor wet, which can be a hazard.
Oh, yeah.
Ice cubes will melt slowly and sort of keep the soil on the moist side, but you won't have a mess.
Oh, that's good advice. All right, question from Eric. Eric says that he has a 4-foot spruce tree that he planted in his yard a couple of years ago. It's 6 feet tall now. He was recently told to only water it outside the drip line and not to water it near its base. Is this true? He says he's been watering it right around the trunk and it seems to be doing fine.
So I just want to define the term drip line for everybody. So drip line is the edge of the canopy of the tree, so the edge of the branches. And that's where the fine feeder roots are. So if you're doing any kind of fertilizing to bigger trees or shrubs and watering, that's where the water is going to be used or best utilized. But watering it around the trunk is not going to hurt. If you're doing that, you want to make sure that if it's in a mulched bed, that you don't have the mulch right up to the trunk. That is where you could get to see some rot sort of set in because the trunk is meant to be above ground and mulching in a wet sort of can cause some problems with the bark. So it sounds like he's doing fine. If he's watering it with a soaker hose or a sprinkler, maybe pull it away and get it where those fine roots are, not at the trunk where the stabilizing roots are.
Couple of good questions today. All right, Lisa, thank you. Appreciate it. Let's go to Kelly now for a final check of your first warn weather.
Another mild day. We've got temperatures near 50 already up to 50 in some locations. Do have a bit of a southwest wind right now. 48 right now in Madison, Watertown at 50, 52 in Janesville. This is the last real warm day. We've got some much cooler weather, about 20 degrees cooler tomorrow as we get up to about 30. Falling temperatures with some snow showers, light snow showers at that on Wednesday. Very cold. Temperatures only near 11 on Thursday. Then we warm up this weekend. Also, we'll have a chance of some rain and snow Saturday and Sunday.
All right, Kelly, thank you. Thanks for joining us. Have a great afternoon.